Is it me, or is no one else talking about this 3i Atlas thing that's literally heading towards Earth, like in the next 24 hours? Hi there everyone, if you don't know who I am, my name is OG Grey Wolf, and aka Addy, and this is my channel of the Hobby Graveyard. All about these things I come up with in my head, or that I do think about. I want to put it all here. So 3i Atlas, it's crazy. Basically a massive rock heading towards Earth, or is it a rock? And that's what we're gonna just be talking about today. Just sort of try and break it down a little bit and just hear about, something that we may have heard or rumors or whatever. So for anyone who doesn't know what 3i Atlas is, it's basically, from what people were saying, it's a meteor that is coming towards Earth in the next 24 hours. We're going to be bypassing through. Basically, there's actually a little bit more to it than what we think, and it all stems back from a certain time period. I can't remember exactly what time period. Leave in the comments if you know when. Basically, there was a signal called the WOW signal, and basically we received this. We actually call it the WOW because it was so different and strange, never been seen or heard of. And basically, years later, now I think they received some type of signal like this again, and then they noticed this type of large type of, I guess you could say, rock at the time was, heading towards Earth. I think it's probably been about a month or so. This thing has been coming. We're now really close, the next 24 hours. And this is why I wanted to make this video tonight, because on the 29th of October to the 30th of October, we're hopefully going to see something. If anyone has, telescopes or whatever, they want to look at the sky or anything soon, they should be able to see something appear, which is absolutely crazy. Let's go into sort of the theory that it could be something else, right? So basically there is some top leading astrophysicists basically saying that there's a possibility that it actually could be a higher being, a craft of some sort rather than an asteroid. The reason why they're saying that, or he was saying that, is because it's basically moving, right? And coming towards Earth. It actually did stop. They say it did stop at Mars as well, which is pretty crazy. It's been letting off water, different fumes. It looks different. It's just crazy. It actually is crazy. Like I said, this is just me just going off on what I've been hearing and everything, and I want to put it all in this video. So we do have someone. His name is Daniel Knightley. He was live earlier. He does a lot of sort of phenomenons and stuff like that. UAPs, UFOs, etc. Like, talk about them, any knowledge or anything. Like, he gets any intel and stuff. Really amazing person. So I was actually watching his stream earlier. So we're actually going to watch this clip now and just literally see what he's saying. It should be about what I was saying earlier, but I've not watched this video yet, so we're going to watch it now. It's 2 hours ago, so I think it was broken down in terms of what he was saying. So let's dive in and have a look together.
So I found a very interesting interview with Professor Michio Kaku on Newsmax, of all places, talking about 3i Atlas. And yeah, this is interesting. One more day. We got 24 hours. But this is getting interesting. By the way, this was really hard to find. This thing was really difficult to find. It's not been reproduced by Newsmax on their YouTube channel, so I couldn't grab any of the information and get the transcript for it. It was very difficult. I had to find it through an Indian publication called what's it called here? The Times of India. So it was not easy to find this. Anyway, let me give you the facts. I'm blabbing. So basically, as he said, the majority believe it's just another rock from deep space, the third interstellar object we've ever recorded. That's okay, we know that. But a growing number suspect it may be something more, perhaps an intelligent visitor. Kaku explains there's a split in the scientific community. Most see it as a normal interstellar rock, but some think it might show signs of artificial control. So the upcoming critical test is between October 29th and 30th, which is the perihelion. Okay, so just bear with me here. So the object estimated to be roughly the size of Manhattan, will make its
Sorry, guys, can we just get one thing straight? The size of Manhattan, like, that is huge. Literally huge. Our minds cannot fathom how big this thing is. Just imagine that being in, like, in our solar system or in our atmosphere, just actually sitting there and looking at us and be like, hi. That would be insane. Absolutely insane.
its closest approach to the sun on the 29th or 30th of October 2025. If it picks up extra energy as it whips around the sun, that would be outside the ordinary bounds of conservation of energy. That would mean, in no uncertain terms, that some intelligence is guiding it. I'm going to say that again to be very...
Right. So he was always going to say it to be very clear, right? But he's basically saying, because I watched the actual live stream earlier, he said that when it goes past the sun, which will be tomorrow in the daytime, I believe. So I don't know exactly what time, but astronomers can obviously look at the telescopes, and I'm sure there'll be like YouTube videos and stuff about this. But basically, he's saying that if it basically stops or goes past the sun, and there's 100% guaranteed notification that it is absorbing energy from the sun, then it's not an interstellar object, as in like a meteor. It is something that is being controlled. Like, can we just understand that for a minute? That is mad. Literally mad. Crazy.
Very crystal clear, okay? So that there's no confusion, and you don't go away and say, Daniel Knightley said this. No. First of all, these are direct words from the script as to what Professor Kaku said, and I will say this again. If it picks up extra energy as it whips around the sun, that would be outside the ordinary bounds of conservation of energy. That would mean, in no uncertain terms, okay, that some intelligence is guiding it. He then goes on to say he's referring to the Orbith effect, a gravity assist principle used by spacecraft that we use, obviously, for slingshotting around planets and suns in this case. So if 3i Atlas gains more energy, okay, than physics predicts, that could suggest intelligent propulsion or control. So if it comes around the side of the sun, and it's coming in faster, or it's changed speed, okay, then there is no doubt that it is under intelligent control, because natural objects do not do that. Those are his words, not mine. I'm just giving you the updates.
Just really quickly, he was saying about speed in his live stream earlier on. He did say the only thing that does seem a bit weird is that this speed level is, very, very small. Like, in terms of, obviously, it is coming towards us, but it's not becoming an alarming rate. He did go to say that probably could be prior, before they obviously had a lot more speed to get towards us. As they're now coming towards us, they are slowing down, so maybe that could be they're going to charge up by hitting the sun and then go past us a lot faster. We don't know. He also goes to say that in his live stream that because obviously the time period because of the speed, etc., he was saying that they might not be that advanced to us. They could be only sort of 100 years to a couple of 100 years advantage of us, because obviously their type of propulsion of speed ratio heading towards us. So who knows? Like I said, they could be going at a smaller rate on purpose. We don't know this, but yeah.
A day before we start seeing this thing again, because it's going to come around the sun. So we're going to know in the next 24 to 72 hours, I reckon, somewhere in there, what this thing is. Again, NASA have not released anything at all. It's been almost over 3 weeks now, and they've released nothing on this object. So
3 weeks, they have not said nothing. Just think about that for a minute. NASA have a 24/7, let's say, surveillance that they pin out to the local community. Pretty much anyone could literally watch it, And the last it's 3 weeks. Sorry, pardon me, 3 weeks. They turned it off because 3 weeks ago, Free Eye Atlas became visible from their eye, and they turned it off. So as soon as it became visible, they turned it off. We obviously would have seen it, be like, "Oh wow, this is amazing," blah 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 blah, but they turned it off. That's weird, right? For NASA to always be on track 24/7 and to finally be turned off, that doesn't seem right to me at all. It seems very, very shady. He also does, I believe you might say in this as well, that within that time frame of that 3 weeks, they would have gathered up so much information about Free Eye Atlas. Um, you know, trajectory, obviously the speed, the size, what it actually looks like. They would have some amazing, pictures and stuff like that, etc. What are they hiding? There has been no word or nothing from NASA. It's mental.
Yeah. Again, so Michio Kaku's come out and said that. So that's two now. So we've got Avi Loeb and Michio Kaku both saying, yeah, well, just prepare just in case. And I think that's I mean, I think Avi Loeb gave it a 4 in 10 chance, like a 40% chance of it actually being intelligently controlled. So
Just really quickly, the fact is that a big leading like scientist guy type thing is saying, I'm going to give it a 40% chance that it actually could be, I'm going to say alien, right? Because it's not going to be one of us. That is mad. With all the information, all the data they've collected and research, history, knowledge, their skill set, to say, do you know what? There's actually a 40% chance it could be an alien life form controlling that thing. Madness. You've probably seen it online. There's been, I'll show you in a minute. You've seen it online. There's been so many like videos and stuff like from apparently other companies showing off this type of craft with lights and stuff like that. But it's crazy.
context and significance here is that 3i Atlas is a mystery interstellar object noted for its hyperbolic path towards the sun and very high speed relative to the solar system. In mere days, 3i Atlas promises to yield new information and perhaps new questions. Okay, so I would bet that intelligent life exists throughout the galaxy, perhaps even in our own neighborhood. The real question is, can they reach us? Okay, he claims. He's emphasizing the scientific importance of the next few days and openly acknowledges his belief that intelligent life likely exists elsewhere. Okay, so here's a scientific framing here. So discovered 1st of July, we know this, but I keep having to repeat this just for, receipts, because we like the facts here. And that was by the Atlas telescope in Hawaii, then confirmed interstellar due to its hyperbolic trajectory. Closest to the sun, 1.4 astronomical units between the 29th and 30th of October. So that's from tomorrow. It's 28th today. Closest to the Earth, 1.8 astronomical units, 19th of December. That's a few days before Christmas.
What?
We might get our presents early. NASA and observatories are tracking unusual activity, but have released no official anomaly data yet. They've released nothing. So yeah, guys, I mean, look, I think it's really important to stick to the facts of what we know and listen to the professionals. We've now got two of them now advocating for what this could be. I think Avi Loeb is more inclined to sort of give it a percentage, and Professor Kaku is more inclined to sort of go, well, if it is, this is what it's going to do. So pay attention. I will watch this like a hawk. Don't worry, because forget the news. They're not going to cover this if it ends up being a Black Swan event. I can tell you that right now, because the markets will go. So yeah. So if this thing does accelerate or changes speed from...
Just really quickly, the Black Swan event, he actually did mention it in his live stream earlier. So basically, the Black Swan event is stated that if this object does appear in our atmosphere or does crash or whatever in our solar system atmosphere, basically the markets will plummet. Basically, like that, it's like a shift in the whole world, basically, and will affect everything. So all the markets, I think, will just literally just dive into shitstorm. If that does happen, it kind of, this is no speculation. This is no, whatever. But I'm just saying, Blue Beam. Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't know. Let's listen on.
From what it's currently doing, then we've got something that's intelligently controlled, or slows down for that matter. But usually they use this as a slingshot maneuver. So if there's a major change in trajectory and speed, this is it. I mean, this is it. So we don't know. But again, that's what the claims are. That's from the scientists. And let's stick to the facts and let's stick to the professionals and, you know, adhere to their greater judgment on this, okay? So that's it for now on this. I will report back if I hear anything else. That's it for now. Thanks, guys. You heard it first.
So you heard it there first by Daniel the man himself, right? He's obviously going to keep up with us with information, etc. Like he said as well, you know, there's a possibility it could just be a meteor, hands down, and then we're literally raving and crying about nothing. But if people like us don't, you know, bring this to the table and say, you know, it could be this, it could be that, we're never going to know, right? Because, like he said, the news ain't keeping up with it. So we're just going to be sitting ducks. Just imagine, like, in the next couple of days, the bloody thing just hits Earth and we're like, oh shit, there's massive, you know, tsunamis and shit everywhere. Do you know what I mean? So it's good that there's people out there actually explaining it and actually trying to understand it, etc. And it's not just closed in with just, you know, one community or a private community like NASA, right? If I hear anything more, I'll do another video on it. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and questions, etc. Please hit that subscribe button. It's a new channel, so I want to try and build this up. It's not just going to be about space. It's going to be about other stuff as well. Like I said, Hobby Graveyard. There's so much to talk about. And hit that thumbs up as well. Appreciate you. See you in the next video. Cheers.